Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome to Bitcoin update today. And all right, so first of all, I'm gonna start with the bad news so that we can have a happy ending, by the way. So here we go. Okay, so first of all, the bad thing, of course, if you guess, is that we're kind of overextended, and that's a attention zone, and that's something you have to be attentive about. So I'm going to start into the 1 hour time frame, and I'm going to show you the 1 hour time frame and what exactly am I talking about. I don't know if there's a lot of noise behind my back, but I'm outside actually, and nowadays I kind of have to do these updates on the phone because I tend to go outside more than stay at home and use the laptop. But anyways, let's see. At the moment, if I bring in the RSI once again, the 1 hour time frame really shows that Bitcoin at the moment has a bigger divergence. So prices are going down on the RSI, and you have this prices pushing up on the main candles. So basically, that is creating a very clear divergence on the 1 hour time frame. And if you're gonna trade a bearish divergence, you probably don't want to hit the buy button. It's more like a sell button for divergences, of course. And if you play with fire, of course, you're gonna get burned. If you put your fingers right here, you're gonna get burned. Not only that, but on the 4 hour time frame as well, we have something else, and that thing is the regular divergence is still there. So if you look at it this way, higher highs here, the RSI is making this lower highs right there, and that's more like a regular bearish divergence. Now the next thing that I want to talk about as well on the 4 hour time frame is the following. If you zoom out, then it has been this one resistance resisting the prices for a very long time, and you have this one touch resistance there, second resistance here, third resistance right there, and this is the fourth resistance. So this line has been somewhat a trouble for Bitcoin, and I think Bitcoin is going to face some difficulties getting through here, and I think this is where you can actually retrace down to some levels. Now that's the bad thing, right? So let's talk about the good things that is happening with Bitcoin as well, because I don't think I'm going to hide the good stuff going on. So finally after a long time, I've been talking about this weekly falling wedge, by the way, and you do have that massive, this is a falling wedge, and you can see that very clearly right now. You have broken out of the falling wedge, and you have 1 day 13 hours to close the candlestick. So this is the candle that you're about to close. The question is, can you retrace deep down to maybe $21,000 and backtest $21,000 and get an entry opportunity? Maybe can you actually only retest 23,000? These are two places that you potentially can come down and retest. Now, because number one is the retest to 20,000 is the retest of the falling wedge. That's number one. Now, number two is the retest of 23,000 is this left shoulder head and the right shoulder, inverse head and shoulder, and you come down only to $23,000, which I think this is the only place that makes sense. I don't think you're coming down here, but you're coming down here, and potentially from there, it's a push all the way up to $35,000 and $36,000. Hopefully that's the technical target, by the way. So that's one really great thing about it. And the next thing is the SPX, and I want to show you the SPX. So speaking of SPX, you have a descending broadening wedge. For Bitcoin, you have a falling wedge, and this descending broadening wedge, this thing is bullish. This is bullish, okay? This is meant to go back up. And if you don't believe me, by the way, thanks to the courtesy of HBAR, we have an information right here with the HBAR. So I'm going to show you the 4 hour time frame HBAR descending broadening wedge so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So let's go back here, and actually it's on the daily, so here we go. Right, so this was HBAR, and you can see that HBAR made that descending broadening wedge, and when it popped out, it went back to where the wedge actually started. So that's where the technical target of SPX is. Falling wedge, you know that it's meant for Bitcoin to go to $69,000. So yes, Bitcoin is in a journey to go to $69,000. Of course, if we don't go under the falling wedge again, then you're looking for $69,000. That's what the pattern says, actually, not me. So yeah, sounds good, right? And that's pretty much it for this update. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.